Today on Running to Him.
We need to comfort, come alongside people, and to bring them to God. Today's reading is Exodus chapter 4, verses 14 through 31, and we'll be concentrating on verses 29 through 31. Exodus 4, 29 through 31 says, Then Moses and Aaron went up and assembled all the elders of the sons of Israel, and Aaron spoke with all the words which the Lord had spoken to Moses. And then he performed the signs in the sight of the people. So the people believed. And when they heard that the Lord was concerned about the sons of Israel, and that he had seen their affliction, then they bowed low and worshipped. When are people most willing to listen to a solution? When things are going well, or when they're going badly? Most people will listen to a solution when things are not going well. It's human nature to only want to change when something goes differently than expected. The Israelites suffered under the Egyptian rule for 400 years. Now, it isn't clear how it went for most of that time, but it certainly went badly for almost all the last 100 years. Then finally, they were ready for a change. Moses provided the vision and words to bring about that change. In 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 3 through 7, Paul discusses God's comforting in times of stress or despair and encourages the Corinthian church to comfort others as they have been comforted by God. The Greek word translated comfort means to be called alongside someone. In modern Greek, it's used in restaurants to call the waiter over to the table or ask someone to, quote, walk with you a bit, close quote. The picture is two people walking side by side, speaking with one another, holding each other up. All of us tend to be social people. Some have developed over time the ability to be alone, but we at times need someone to lean on. This walking together is precisely what Moses and Aaron did when they presented themselves to the Israelites. Now, yesterday we talked a little about coming to faith in God because we can see what He is doing in our lives and in the lives of those around us. The Israelites came to a faith in what Moses and Aaron were saying because they saw the miracles that they performed. Now, I'd like to mention also that sometimes we are fearful of venturing out of our own, even when presented with God's power being with us. While God understands us, and according to verse 14, Aaron was already on his way to meet Moses, God displayed frustration with Moses for not acting in faith because of all that was shown him. Hebrew can sometimes be a very picturesque language. The word for anger depicts swelled nostrils. When we are angry, our face shows it through the swelling of our nostrils in frustration. This word describes how God's face, if he had one, would have been. Now, sometimes we frustrate God through our actions and non-actions. We know what we are to do or not do, and yet we do it anyway. God does not sin in his frustration, but it is sin on our part not to do what we know is correct. In this time of stress in our country and in the world, we need to come alongside each other and act as comforters, telling those who know Christ that God is in charge. And we also need to come along those who don't have a relationship with Christ and, through our actions, comfort them so they will see Christ in us and be drawn to Him.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.